residents. So we had so much fun and we learned so much that we did not know about the Kentucky Derby. And I just wanted to recreate my look for you guys because we had so much fun and everybody was dressed up in beautiful sundresses and hats and fascinators, and I just thought this would be really fun. So this is my dress that I wore. It's got these flutter like butterfly sleeves. It's like blue and white swirls, and the dress is longer in the back than in the front. I forget what that's called, maybe like a high-low dress. And I wore this necklace. This is that necklace. If you watched my Beauty and the Beast Get Ready With Me, this is the necklace I was talking about that my husband made, themed like Belle's necklace from Beauty and the Beast, except he made it in our wedding colors instead of like the gold colors of Belle's. Our wedding colors were light blue and light purple, so he made this beautiful necklace, and I thought it would go really well with this dress, so I pulled that out. And then these were my wedding earrings. My husband got me these also. It's just a really beautiful pearl with some sapphires. And this is also for my husband when we were dating. These are Swarovski crystals. I don't know how to say that, but yeah, it's just a really beautiful bracelet that he got me while we were dating, and I just thought all of it would go super well with this dress, so that is what I wore. The train is so obnoxious today, you guys. Like, the train is going by like every 5 minutes and they're just wailing on the horn. I'm like, okay, we got it. We know you're coming. It's good. We don't need any more announcements. Okay, so I'm gonna get started with the makeup. This is the makeup I wore that day. I'm just recreating it. So I'm putting on the Wet n Wild Prime Focus Primer Serum. This is the pore refining one. While I'm getting ready, I'm just gonna talk about the party we went to and some of the things that we learned about the Kentucky Derby and so forth. This year was kind of interesting because a number of horses actually passed away before this derby. I wouldn't quote me on this because I don't remember the exact number, but I believe my friend told me that it was 4 horses passed away within like a couple days of this derby running. And or maybe it was 2 passed away and 2 had to pull out because they were owned by the same trainer as the horses that passed away, something like that. I would go Google it to be sure, because I'm pretty vague on remembering all the details. I remember we were reading the news about it at the table all together, but I can't remember exactly now, but there was something wonky about 4 of the horses, and at least 2 of them passed away, I know. So that's really sad and strange. And then also, the morning of the derby, another horse scratched out of the race. I'm not sure why. So a lot of the horses like pulled out like the day before or the day of the derby this year, so that was interesting. We played some games at this derby party. Like, mostly they were games of luck. Like, all the horses' names for all the different races were put on pieces of paper, and you would draw a piece of paper to get the horse that, you know, you were gonna win money if that horse won. They were all like $1 bets, so you just put $1 if you wanted to bet on, you know, the horse that you drew winning. It wasn't anything to do with knowing anything about horse racing. It was literally just you drew this horse out of a hat and maybe they'll win, maybe not. So that was kind of fun, especially for us because we don't know anything about horse racing. Like, yeah, we don't follow it or anything, and this is our very first Kentucky Derby, so we know nothing about it. So that was a really fun way to play. It made it so everybody could kind of take part, and it wasn't really like, you didn't have to know anything about it. So that was really fun. We did win $20. The very last race, the actual Kentucky Derby, like the big race, it was up to a $5 bet. There was a $1 envelope, a $5 envelope, and one other envelope, I don't remember. I think maybe it was $3. And we put $5 in. And we ended up winning that one, and we won $20. So that was fun. And then my husband tried a mint julep, like a actual like southern recipe, real mint julep. He said it was a little strong for his liking, but that was kind of fun that he got to try a real mint julep. The only mint juleps we've ever had have been the ones at Disneyland, which I guess are not very authentic. We'll just say that. And then I guess there's another drink that's famous for being at the Kentucky Derby. It's called the Lily. And I don't remember what's in that. I didn't try it, but it was a pretty color. It was like a pink color. So, yeah, we definitely had a lot of fun. My favorite part, of course, was getting to dress up with, a pretty sundress and a pretty hat. I took one of my sun hats. It already has like a flower on it. It came with a flower on it. And I added a ribbon, it was a scarf actually. One of my grandma's scarves that she handed down to me, and I dyed it around the hat in addition to the flowers so that it would tie into my dress a little bit more. So the scarf is peach. It's peach and blue, and my hat already had a flower on it, which was also the color peach. And then my dress is blue, so I did my makeup like peach eyeshadow and peach colored blush, so it could kind of tie everything together. We got to take like lots of pictures, which was really fun. I might try and put some of the ones we took in a little post. When I post this video, I might try to post that little post at the same time. But I'm not gonna post any of the ones that I took with like the group because I don't have like everybody's permission to do that. So any of the pictures I post are just gonna be like me, maybe me and my husband, maybe some of the like pretty bouquets. I took some pictures of the flower arrangements that my friend had at her house, stuff like that. But there was a really big group of ladies, and we all took some cute pictures together, and the guys took some pictures together as well. It's pretty funny. They were doing like prom poses, or what I would call sorority poses. I wasn't in a sorority in college, but one of my good friends was, and they look like the pictures that her sorority was always taking. But yeah, the guys were being really funny. They were doing lots of funny poses. Us ladies were more dignified. Shocking, right? Okay, so I've got my powder. I'm gonna go in with the contour next. And this is just the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer Contour Palette. The one I've been using, you guys know. There was lots of yummy food. My friend and her husband made some really yummy, like, German type sausages. Super good. And I brought some chicken wings. I brought two kinds of chicken wings. Parmesan garlic and barbecue. The barbecue were a lot better than the Parmesan garlic. If you've been watching my videos, you might know that I've recently been learning how to cook because my husband mostly does all the cooking. He's always done the cooking. He's really good at it and he enjoys it. It's like a hobby for him. But now that I stay home, I wanted to learn to cook more. And I've been trying to learn. One of the best tools I found, like, to help with my confidence and, like, just to help me, like, actually get meals that are edible is the Instant Pot. I've been learning to use the Instant Pot, like, so much lately, and I tried to make those chicken wings in the Instant Pot, and it actually went pretty well. The Parmesan garlic ones got more dry compared to the barbecue ones because they had more of like a dry rub on them, whereas the barbecue ones had all that sauce on them, so they like stayed more moist, which I guess makes sense, you know. But I cooked them in the Instant Pot first, and then they came out, and I put them in the oven to like crisp them up with the what's that called? The broil, the broiling setting. And they're both turned out pretty good, like far more edible than my normal food of the past. So this is the LA Colors Cream Gel Blush in the color Tainted Love. And this is the one I used on that day. I'm just gonna put it on my hand and then take a brush to apply it to my face because I don't want there to be like way too much, you know. So the chicken wings, and then I also made just like a veggie tray. Like I cut up the veggies and put them on a tray. That was easy. I could always do that. But I made a homemade ranch dip with sour cream, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, dried parsley, and dried dill. And it was actually so yummy. Oh my goodness. Like, it's like a DIY, like Hidden Valley Ranch. You know how they have those packets you can put into sour cream? Except there's a bunch of extra, like, ingredients in there that don't necessarily need to be in there. And so I made it with just spices and sour cream, and it turned out so yummy. And I was gonna make like a dessert to bring, but I just ran out time, so I just brought those two things. And the chicken wings couldn't have been too bad because they all got eaten. So this is the Milani Luminoso blush. I've always just been naturally better at baking, and I think that's because baking is more like a science. Like, you follow the recipe exactly, and it turns out. Whereas cooking, I feel like it's more like you have to have intuition, like these things go together and this would taste better if I added this, and I don't have that at all. So cooking's always been harder for me, but I will say the Instant Pot is changing that up. Instant Pot's going pretty well. So I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette in the shade Catwalk. I'm mixing all the colors. All the colors. And yeah, so pretty. I love this one so much. Next year, I want to try and be more on the ball, get ahead of the derby, so that I can have this video out for you guys before the derby actually runs. That would be more ideal, but I didn't get around to it. It really snuck up on me, so we're doing a recreation this year, but hopefully next year I can stay ahead of it and do this before the derby. So I went with the peachy color because, like I said, my hat has some peachy colors on it, and I wanted to tie my look in. But I'm actually gonna set my lid first. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I gotta put my eyeshadow primer on. Here it is, the Milani eyeshadow primer. But yeah, that would be more ideal if I could do this before the derby, so that if anybody else wants to get inspiration, then they could watch this. I love to watch videos about an upcoming event before I go to it, so I can maybe get an idea, oh, I want to do that, or something similar. Okay, so I'm gonna set my eyeshadow primer with this shade, which is Garden Path. These friends that we went to this party, they do a party every single year. It's their main big event party that they hold every year, and they're so good at planning it and pulling it off, they did such a good job. We had a great time, and I'm looking forward to the party again next year. Okay, so I'm going in with that peach color, which is called Best Bud. Best Bud. That's so cute. I'm putting it all over the lid, plus I'm blending it up into the crease. We got a really, really nice day in my area for the derby. It was nice and sunny, but it wasn't too hot. It was a really comfortable temperature to be outside, and it was not very humid, which in this area is a huge bonus because it is so humid most of the time. And it was so nice to be able to be outside because our friends have a really nice outdoor area, with a TV outside and everything. So that was really fun to get to watch the derby from outside. outside and just be kind of relaxing in the sun. So now I'm going to go into this gold shade up here called Busy Bee. And I'm going to use my finger to go on the inner part of the lid. And I don't want it like super dark. It's just a little eye-catching gold for the inner part of the lid. And these are actually the nails I wore as well. This is a new set of them. I had 2 sets. And I put this second set on so I could like recreate the look for this video. At the party, actually, one of my nails broke, so that's why it's not the same set. I'm gonna line under my lash line. And then I'm going back into the highlighter palette to do my brow bone and my inner corner. And I'm going to use the gold to do my brow bone. And then the bright white over here for the inner corner. So it just gives a little tiny brightness to the inner corner. So next I'm going in with my spoolie. I'm just going to brush my eyebrows up. And then I'm going to go in with the Revolution Soap Brow. So I can just brush my brows into place and hopefully they will stay there. This makeup held up super well at the party, so I was happy with that. The only thing was, I forgot like my lip combo. I forgot it at home, so I couldn't reapply. But who cares? We were having a great time. I did have some like lip balm with me, so I just used that. I'm gonna spray my face now and just bounce everything in. This is the Neutrogena setting spray. Okay, so while we're waiting for the setting spray to fully dry, I'm going to apply my lip combo and then do my mascara because I don't want the mascara to smudge anywhere because my face is a tiny bit wet. So I'm going to go in with the LA Colors Nude Glam Auto Lip Liner in the shade Kindness. I just got this at the Dollar Tree. So I lined my lips and kind of just filled them in a little bit, and then I'm going to go in with this LA Colors lipstick, Nude Glam lipstick in the shade Oh Teddy. I love that name. That's why I got this one, Oh Teddy. So it just looks like that, and it's also super nude. So there we go. Very nude lip. And then I'm going in with a lip gloss. This is the Wet n Wild the Zodiac collection. It is in the shade Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. I love this one. It's like very peachy with some gold flecks. So it's perfect for tying in my hat. Okay. And then mascara. We can't forget the mascara. Funny story, at my bridal shower, I actually did forget to put mascara on. And I don't really think anybody noticed except me. And when I look at the pictures, I'm like, no mascara. So it's kind of funny. Okay, this is the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. And I'm just lengthening here. And I'm also going to go into the Maybelline Great Lash Big Mascara to add some volume to my lashes. Okay. So that's the whole makeup look. And then I have the hat over here. So I'll put that on so you guys can see. So here's the hat. This is the back. This is what the back looks like. So I just tied this ribbon around. See the peach on the ends, and then there's blue. And this flower was already on here. So alright. So this is the look. There's the ribbon up here. I love how it ties the dress together with the hat. And it was nice because the hat kept the sun out of my eyes all day. I didn't even have to wear sunglasses. So that was kind of perfect. And yeah, this was my Kentucky Derby look this year. I don't know what I'm going to do next year,